Quest presents an unabridged recording of The China Chapter. Dublin detectives link a local murder to international crime, by David Pearson. Narrated by Roger Clark.
Chapter 1. The fire engine turned out onto Annesley Bridge with its blue lights flashing and its sirens piercing the cool night air. It was only just over a kilometre to the address in Marino that they had been given by the neighbour who called it in, and the driver knew the area well. As they sped up through Fairview Strand and swung on to the Malahide Road, they could already see the smoke rising into the air. "Well, it's not a false alarm anyway by the looks of things," the driver said. "We'd better get another appliance out. It looks pretty bad," Senior firefighter Jim O'Donnell said as their engine got closer. He used his radio to call back to the station and summon the second fire engine. There were several people out on the footpath in front of the end of terrace house that was well ablaze. Flames were issuing from the upstairs windows and smoke was billowing out from the roof space. Downstairs, the front door stood open, and flames could be seen inside. The 4 firemen that were manning the fire engine jumped out and set about their well-practiced routine. Hoses were quickly unrolled and attached to nearby hydrants in the footpath. Within seconds, 2 of the men had run up the path and were spraying water in through the front door, while another had put a ladder up against the house and was dousing the upstairs windows. Jim stayed on the path and asked a woman standing nearby in her dressing gown, "Is there anyone inside, love?" "God, I hope not. Tony Phelan lives there, but I don't know if he was at home tonight. He works shifts," the woman said, wringing her hands. "Okay, thanks." Jim called out to one of the men at the front of the property. "Barry," he shouted, "you need to get your BA on and go inside. There may be persons present." The young firefighter came back to the fire engine and Jim helped him into his breathing apparatus, checking the oxygen quantity in the tank that was now attached to the man's back. Barry set his timer and went towards the front door, spraying water ahead of him to clear a passage into the little dwelling. Inside the property, the front room on the right, the main reception room, was filled with smoke but wasn't yet alight. Barry opened the door gingerly, hoping to avoid a flame over where the rest of the fire would feed on the newly released oxygen and cause a firestorm. He was in luck. The fire...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?